On January 20th, 2013, this is advanced lesson number 3 on balancing seat bids. Greeting bridge friends, Michael here at Bridge Hands, and welcome to our third in the series on competitive bidding. Now in our previous episodes, we've mostly concentrated on free bids. Those are free bids in the direct seat, that is right after an opponent has bid, not waiting for our partner to make a call in the pass-out seat. This generally shows extra values. Now today we're going to take a look when we're in the hot seat, when there's been 2 passes, we're in the pass-out seat, the balancing seat, and do we want to make a call to keep the auction alive? If we do, will our partner take that in consideration that we might be borrowing 3 points from them, about a king in value, and will they punish us by going on further, in which case we get doubled for penalty? Or how about the situation where it's opening one no trump to our left and we don't have a lot of values? Do we want to make a call when we have a 5-card suit? When we have shortness? Interesting questions. How about when the opponents subsequently enter the auction once we've made our balancing seat bid and our partner's been bidding? Do we want to double them? Does vulnerability matter? Yes, in Bridge we have lots of questions, and at Bridge Hands hopefully we have lots of answers. We have a handful of hands coming up, so let's head for the table. See you there. On our first hand, West will be the dealer and has a nice 5-3-3-2 suit in hearts. King, Jack, 9-8-7. Very nice. Clubs, Ace, 9-8. Diamonds, another ace. Ace-Jack tight this time. In spades, 10-9-8, intermediates anyway, so we have 4 high card points hearts. 4 for the ace of clubs, 4 for the ace of diamonds, up to 12. 1 for the jack of diamonds, maybe. We wish it was a 3-card suit. No chance to finesse. We have to play the jack. So we have opening values with a 5-card heart suit that's nice. So we'll go ahead and open 1 heart. To the north hand, it's a 4-4-3-2. It looks like opening values, ace, queen, 10. 4 times in righty, West's heart suit. Nice. There's 6. Could be 1 distribution for a chance for finesses. Clubs, queen, 4 times. In diamonds, king 3 times, and a queen doubleton in spades. So it's a opening hand, but what can we bid? We have no 5-card suit. We can't make a takeout double because partner will certainly bid spades, our doubleton suit. We need to have at least 3 in the unbid suits. Like to have 4 in the other major. Give us another king, we could go ahead and make a 1 no trump call, but with 13 points we don't have enough, so we have to just pass. Okay, over to the east hand. Well, we see a queen and 2 jacks, 4 high card points, 4-4-3-2, 4-4 in the pointed suits, no bid. To south, and we are in the balancing seat, the pass-out seat after 2 passes to us. So, time for us to be a hero if we can. We may have to borrow a king from our partner. Let's see our hand. It's ace, king, 4 times in spades. 10-9-8-7, intermediates in the diamonds. King, 10, 4 times in clubs, and a singleton heart. Well, that's the opening bidder's suit. I would say it might also be worth making a takeout double if we were in the north hand. 10 points is not enough to normally make an overcall, but with a 4-4-4-1 shape, singleton in the west hand, yeah, we might make it there. We certainly are going to want to make a takeout double here. Borrowing a king from our partner, not 10 points and a singleton. Our hand becomes the dummy when a partner bids a suit, and we have some roughing points. So a takeout double it is. Okay, over to the west hand. Do you want to make a free bid? No, you have no extras. Your partner doesn't have 6 points. So you're just going to pass. You don't have a 6-card heart suit, or you might rebid hearts. Okay, over to the north hand. Well, great. We certainly want to bid now. We could, I suppose, bid clubs, but we get more points for a no-trump contract. So how about 1 no-trump? Might also seem like an underbid. We normally 0 to 8 make the first step. 9 to 11 we jump 1, would be going to 2 no-trump. But our partner was in the pass-out seat and may only have maybe 9 points, maybe 8 points with a shortage like a void. So we can't get too aggressive because partner may have borrowed a king from us. So it's about 1.5 no trump bid, isn't it? Maybe one no trump and see if our partner wants to make another call. Okay, do you want to bid over here in the East seat? You do have 3 hearts. Maybe not with this queen and jacks. It's kind of on the fence. If you bid hearts in a free bid seat, your partner may lead the suit away from a king and bad things could happen. So I'd say probably pass. To the south hand. Well, if you had a bare minimum, you would probably pass one no trump. Although with nice primary honors, aces and kings, and this nice diamond suit, 10, 9, 8, 7, that might produce a trick. It might be worth bumping it up to 2 no trump. A pass by west to north. Well, it's kind of on the cusp, isn't it? You like those tennises in the hearts behind the heart bidder. The queen doubleton is not so great in that suit. That may or may not be fruitful. It's about a 2.5 no trump rebid, isn't it? I would say most people would probably not go to 3 no trump. Although let's try 3 no trump and see how it turns out this time. Okay, so 3 no trump, and it is by the north hand, which means east. You're over on the lead. So you're probably going to want to lead your partner's suit, and you're going to want to show a count signal since they're in no trump. So from an odd number of 3, we lead low. 4 of hearts comes out. The dummy will be in the south hand, and everybody sees it's a 4, 4, 4, 1. Must play the 3 of hearts. Third hand high over in the west, they go up with the king, and north wins with the ace. Okay, what's your strategy here? Well, you've got 4, 4 in clubs. We'd like to go see if we can get 3 cards in that suit, and we're certainly hopeful to get a couple diamonds. We see 3 spades. We don't have a chance to try repeated heart finesses because we only had 1. And by opening lead of low, it looks like they may have 3, so it looks like it's a 5, 4, 3, 1 suit. Well, they have to play hearts to us. We cannot play the heart suit, that's for sure. So probably at this point, we're going to play clubs since we have 3 honors in this suit. We might even try finessing to the 10 of clubs later if East has the jack. Okay, that's our strategy. Let's see how we do here. We play a low club to the king. It, as expected, is won by the West. Remember, East didn't make a bid, so they don't have 6 points, so it's not likely they'll have an ace, will they? All right, they've won the club, and now they have to decide whether they want to come back in a heart since they see the dummy in the south has no hearts, or I suppose they could play a spade from 10, 9, 8. Probably just as well off to play that spade, isn't it? You have 1 honor and 2 connected. Maybe you can hit your partner for a queen or a king. So it goes to the queen in the north hand, nope. And over in the east hand, you play an encouraging 6 to say, yeah, I did like that suit. All right, so we're back in the north hand, and we're going to go ahead and do another club. So we'll play a queen of clubs, and luckily it drops jack doubleton by the east hand, which means our clubs are all now good. We talked about the ace jack doubleton of diamonds, and in this case, one of the opponents, their club suit fell jack doubleton. Okay, so we play a club up to our 10. We play another club, and they're pitching, in this case, the majors. And now it's time to try the diamond suit, right? We have a sequence suit, so we can play a diamond, either the 7 low if we don't want them to cover, a 10 if we want to psychologically encourage them to cover. They go up with the jack from the east hand, from ace jack doubleton, yes, and we win with the king. Good, that worked well. Certainly, once again, we did not expect East to hold an ace when they didn't have a bid earlier. So we don't want to play the hard suit. We might as well play either a diamond or a spade suit. So let's go ahead and play the spade to our ace. Another diamond, they win with the ace over in the west hand, and they are effectively end played, aren't they? They've only played 1 heart, so they have to have 4 left to make the 1 heart opening bid. They must now play from their tennises to the overpowering tennises in the north hand. Well, that's not a good feeling, but you had nothing else to discard, so it didn't leave yourself an exit card and another suit, did you? Would have been nice if you would have had another spade to come to your partner. Oh well, okay, so a 9 of hearts, over 1 by the 10. We can now win the queen of hearts, And at this point, we can go ahead and play a diamond, but they're going to get those last two tricks. So we made 3 no trump with an over trick. Well, how did that turn out? Now, mind you, our high card points, we had what, 10 and 13, 23, and it takes 25 or more to make game. So it's a little lucky if you did bid game. Yes, you did have maybe an extra trick because of the heart tennises, especially when they got end played over at the latter part of the hand. But the reason it made the extra trick was because of these Jack Doubletons. Notice it was a Jack Doubleton over in the east hand, so that helped to give us an extra trick in clubs. And in diamonds, it turned out with an ace Jack Doubleton, which are oftentimes not worth 5, as we've mentioned, that gave us another trick. So yes, we might have still made 3 no trump. In this case, we made 3 no trump and an over trick with 23 points. A little bit of luck there. Let's try another scenario. Second hand, same cards for everybody, different auction. Let's say that east and west are vulnerable, north and south are not. Okay, so you recall it started 1 heart, a pass, and over in south we made a takeout double, a pass again by the west, 1.5, 1 no trump by the north. Remember, our partner barred a king from us potentially. And in this case, let's say that east now figures, well, I do have 3 trump. I've got Jack fourth of diamonds, not so sure about the Jack fourth of spades or Jack Doubleton of clubs, but oh, be competitive, and bids 2 hearts. Over to the south hand. Well, you might either pass or make a double to say, do something, partner, I've got some extras. Regardless, when it gets around to north, they're going to either make a double or leave in the double and saying, hey, the opponents are vulnerable and I've got some juicy hearts behind the heart bidder. And if my partner has signs of life, I don't think they can make 2 hearts. And when having vulnerable, if you're going down 200, 500, you'll get a good score, better than you would be if you even made a non-vulnerable game. So, okay, it is 2 hearts doubled, and we will probably lead a small club. So leading out a small club, low from something, bottom of something, top of nothing. We lead a small club, and the dummy in this case is over in the east hand, and they play low. We go up with the king in the 3rd seat. It's won by the ace over the declare in the west hand. So declare, what do you want to do? Well, I guess you're going to want to ruff a club. So you see 1 club left in the dummy, so fine. You'll go ahead and play a club. It's won by the queen in the north hand. And you can see that you have a problem. You'd like to play hearts, but you want to save them for catching finesse tricks when they try it from east to west. So you don't want to play the diamond. When you see a queen in the dummy, that might cost you a trick when you've got a king in the north, so you don't want to play that suit. So I guess probably you have to play that spade from Queen Doubleton and just hope for the best. Maybe split your honors with partner if partner has a king. So Queen of Spades it is, and everybody follows. In fact, your partner does apparently have the ace and king because West didn't win it. So great. You play the next spade, goes up with the king, and they see with high-low that was doubled by north, so it was a 4-4-3-2. So you can go ahead and play an ace of spades, and there should be 3 over in the west hand. Ace of spades, everybody follows. Your partner discards a club. Nice. So I suppose at this point you could play a spade or a club. Don't want to play that diamond suit with the queen fourth you see in the east hand. So a club it is, and over in the west hand they play the 9. Ruffed. Ultimately you do have to give that rough trick over to the east hand. Okay, they'll probably want to try, what, a heart? Don't want to try a diamond suit. Well, you could try finesse, couldn't you? You could try finessing and see if south does have the king of diamonds. So a low diamond it is. To the jack, no, north does score that king of diamonds. They were tenacious and held on to it. And they don't really want to play the heart suit. They'll just play a diamond fine, let them get their king of diamonds or ace, whichever. So a low diamond up to the ace, which was doubleton. There again, that doubleton suit really wasn't worth that many points because we couldn't work with that queen of diamonds without having a 3-card suit. So we are kind of in-played ourselves again, haven't we, over in the west hand. We need to play a heart. And everybody can see what's in the dummy in the east hand. All right, so the 7 of diamonds overtaken by the 10 in the north hand, who comes back, not with a heart, with a diamond, and while they could win it with the queen of diamonds, they have to rough it over here anyway. So everybody knows what's going to happen here, don't we? They play a heart, won by the queen. Ace comes back, win that one, and a low heart to West, who has made 5 tricks, north, south, 8 tricks, down 3 doubled, 200, 500, 800. That didn't turn out to be very fruitful at all. So the 2-heart bid over here by East, trying to save some grace, no. Not very good with those quackers as it turned out. There was just too many points. As we saw, north-south could make a 3 no-trump game because of the lay of the cards in these jack doubletons. So lesson learned, when you're vulnerable, even though you're trying to be at the 2 level, with smart opponents, they will just be happy to double you and get extra points. In this case, better than 500. It got 800 points. So lesson learned, be careful bidding when vulnerable when you have less than 6 points. Okay, let's try another. On our third hand, almost the same as the previous hand, one small change. Opening 1 heart, a pass, a pass. This time in the south seat, we do not have a 4, 4, 4, 1. We have 5 clubs. King, queen, 10, 5 times. We don't have that for a spade, so a takeout double is not as fruitful. So I think we're going to go ahead and bid 2 clubs this time with 3 honors. Now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 high card points. One distribution is 10. Borrowing the king from our partner in the pass-out seat, yes, we'll make a 2-club call. Over to the west hand, no bid. To the north hand. Well, you've got opening values and those nice heart tennises. Do you want to bid 2 no trump? Well, if your partner borrowed a king from you, let's say they had only 8 points, you've got 13, and for a 2 no trump auction, you need to have about 22, 23 points. Yes, you have a chance for repeated finesses, but you're kind of a little long in hearts. If you had 3, your partner may have 2, but in this situation, there may be only 1 chance for a heart finesse. So let's let him play it in 2 clubs. Another auction might work well, as we saw before, but try 2 clubs and see where we end up. I would say, if you were not vulnerable over here in the east seat, you might go 2 hearts now with the 4, 4, 3, 2 and 3 hearts. However, vulnerable, I think I'd watch a little bit carefully and maybe just pass. So we'll play 2 clubs in the south, see how we do. The opening lead by West. You don't really want to lead away from your king, jack, 9 double tennises. Well, if your partner has the queen or ace, good things would happen. Leading away from king third, maybe not. Ace doubleton in diamonds, maybe not. Unprotected ace. You don't really have a good lead here, do you? So it's either going to be a heart, hoping that your partner does have one of the fillers, or maybe a Hail Mary play the ace of diamonds and another diamond, and hopefully your partner will get you a finesse in the club suit with your ace 3 times. So okay, not a great lead, but the ace of diamonds is what this West decides to lead. And it comes with a 6. That looks encouraging from partner in the east, so okay. We'll go ahead and play it again. The north hand is dummy this time, by the way. So a jack of diamonds to the king, they get their natural trick, and a high-low is played by the east hand. All right, so we're now in with the south hand, playing in 2 clubs, and we obviously want to start pulling some trump, and we have a chance to do 1 heart finesse, as we can see, but we only have a singleton, and hopefully Lefty over here, who's made the opening bid, having 12, 13 points or more, that they have the king of spades, so hopefully that spade finesse is going to work. So okay, we play a club up to the king, might as well false card, queen or king both work. can't give the dummy information here, so go ahead and play the king, and they win it with the ace as expected. And once again, they're in this precarious situation. I suppose they could play a club if they thought there was going to be a diamond ruff, or I guess they could eventually go to this heart suit, couldn't they? So, okay, they play a club indeed to go ahead and cut down the ruffing power. Jack by her partner, queen by the south hand, and there is one trump outstanding. So we play our 10, smothers the 9, and that takes care of the 5-3-3-2 suit. Over in the east hand, they play a discouraging 4 of hearts. Okay, so we can try our heart finesse. Now don't do a finesse to the 10. You've only got one card, so it's no repeated finesse. Go to the queen, you'll hope that the king is on side. Remember, once again, they were the ones who bid, and the east never did bid. So they might have the jack of hearts over in the east. Don't do that. So a heart up to the queen, yes, it does hold. Okay, since we were 4-1, I think we can go ahead and cash out, and not likely that they're a singleton over in the east, or else there would have been a lot in the west. They would have rebid the heart suit. So, okay, we can play a spade, though, up to the ace. And now we can come back with a spade and see if we can go finesse to our queen. And sure enough, they pop with the king over in the west hand. So they see the dummy. They might as well play the spade, give that to the declare. And it looked like it was a 4-3-3 suit. Everybody followed on the third round. So, okay, good time now to maybe play that ace of hearts and pitch a diamond. Can play another heart, ruff in, play another club, and give them the diamond. So we make 9 tricks. So on this hand, yes, clubs were definitely there all along. In fact, there was no ruffing by the north hand, was there? No, it was a 4-3-3. It will play just as well in no trump, make 9 tricks there as well as elsewhere. But I suppose it could have been that they might have set up a suit in the hearts. You never know. So I think clubs was probably a safe auction. Maybe you'd want to take a risk, go 2 no trump in the north, and you would find that lucky 3 no trump game. Because why? The finesse is on side, the end play, and because of those jack doubletons. Okay, next hand. Okay, on our 4th and penultimate hand, the next to the last, West is once again the dealer and has almost the same hand, but look at this. They've sprouted up with a king of spades. Very nice. So we have 4 points in hearts, plus 1 distribution for king, jack 5 times. In spades, king, 10, 9, another 3 there. And ace, jack, doubleton, questionable jack in the diamond suit, and ace, 9, 8 in clubs. So yeah, we have about a 16-point hand here. If you want to open 1 heart and your partner bids 1 spade, you got a problem on the rebid, don't you? 1 no trump sounds 12-14. 2 hearts sounds like a minimum. 3 hearts sounds like you got a really good 6-card heart suit. So a lot of advanced players are going to be opening 1 no trump, and that's what I'm going to suggest with this balanced hand. Okay, over to the north hand. Well, you don't have your hand anymore. It went over to east. They finally got a decent hand, didn't they? So we have a 5-4-3-1 though, don't we? King, queen, 10, 5 times. 10, 9, 8, 7 of diamonds. That ace 3 times in spades, and a singleton heart. Now a lot of people after a 1 no trump opening bid like to bid with a shapely hand. With a 5-5-2-1, maybe. With a 5-4-3-1, I don't know. It seems like it's a little risky if you're vulnerable. I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, this north decides, hey, I like the shape. I want good lead direction here. If my partner gets to me and they're in 3 no trumps, so they bid 2 clubs. All right, over in the east hand, ace, queen, 10, 4 times in hearts. We don't know what partner has in that suit. Remember, they opened 1 no trump. Queen, 8, 3 times in spades. King, 3 times in diamonds. And 3 clubs. Well, 4-3-3, that's not great. But we'd like to, when partner opening, is being 3 no trump, wouldn't we? We don't have a club stopper, though, so we're not going to bid 3 no trump. What do we bid? Well, we're going to make a double of norths, 2 clubs, assuming that's a natural bid or not. It says partner, I would have bid 2 clubs myself. This is a Stayman-like bid. In fact, because it is a double of 2 clubs, it is considered an artificial bid. In the American Contract Bridge League says our partner needs to alert it to the opponents, and when they ask, we would say this was showing a 4-card major. And that's exactly what it is. So you might have liked to punish them for bidding 2 clubs if they were vulnerable. There's no real way to do that, playing advanced confessions like Liebensaal or not, where always a double of opponents' 2 clubs says it's Stayman-like, I have a 4-card major, and ostensibly interest in game. To the south hand, no interest in playing at all. They have a 4-4-3-2, 4-4 in the pointed suits, and that hand we saw before that East had, just 4 points in quackers. Okay, over to the west hand. Well, you certainly like hearing a Stayman bid, don't you? You now have 4, you have 5 in the heart suits. So 2 hearts would be appropriate. If you play with some partners, they say it's okay to jump to the 3 level, although in some cases your partner might be making a garbage Stayman with shortness in clubs and little else. So I would caution on that one, depending upon your partnership style. So let's say 2 hearts, a pass, certainly 4 hearts over by the East hand. They found their 8-card fit, and it turns out it's a 9-card this time, isn't it? Okay, so the declare is going to be over in the west hand. The opening lead is going to be by North, and certainly from a broken honor sequence here, King, Queen, 10, the King of Spades is the optimum lead. So the King comes out, low from the dummy. Over by South, it's a Jack, high-low doubleton. If we see a King come out, it's not from shortness looking at the dummy. So yes, you want to unblock and show your partner that you have a doubleton high-low sequence. Winning the ace, and we need a plan. Well, we can see that we were in good shape in hearts. We got all of the hearts there, don't we? In spades, we could lose 2 spades with a split King, Queen, 3 in each. In diamonds, it's a ace, Jack, and 1, and King, third, and another. Could finesse, but maybe there's a better play. In clubs, we got worthless doubleton there. So we have mirrored values in the black suits, don't we? Tripleton and a doubleton. And when you have that situation, you've got plenty of trump, you use the strip and end play. Do you remember that one? Yeah, we go ahead and get trump out. We start peeling off those other suits to force them to play our suits. So in this case, we're going to take our 2 top diamond winners, let them have the clubs, and then they're forced to play to us. Let's try that. Okay, we've won the ace, so we'll go ahead and do some trump. And we have 9. They have 4 between them. That's 1 round they played. We play another, and 1 shows out, plays a 7 of spades. Ostensibly, that is encouraging, so there's a 3rd one left by the other player. We play that, and okay, we've got 3 out from the south hand. So we want to go ahead and strip off that diamond and club suit, don't we? So we can go ahead and play a diamond to the ace. You might try the finesse. This time the queen was on side. If it was over on the other side, you'd be going down. Okay, so play the jack back to the king, play the last diamond, and rough it. All right, they don't want to play diamonds, do they? Or it's going to be a rough and a slough. So, okay, we're going to now let them in with the club suit. They win with the queen. They can play another club and win that one. But now what do? Well, they can play the spade, in which case our king-queen, we will not lose 2 tricks. Or they can play a diamond. We get a rough and a slough. We're not going to lose 2 tricks. So no matter what's played here in this classical end game of a strip and end play, is that we're guaranteed to make game. We're trying for a finesse. Would have worked this time. Another time we wouldn't be quite so friendly. We would put the queen of diamonds up in the north hand, and it's going to go down. So when you have these mirrored values and the side suits, here we have 3-3 in clubs, 3-3 in spades, and we have the 2 high, in this case in the diamond suit. Play out that diamond suit, rough 1, you got plenty of trump, let them take their clubs, and they're forced to either give us a finesse or a strip and end play. You can rough and slough. Okay, looking at our third hand again, we should revisit one item, and that is that West actually has 16 points and a 5-card suit, so 17-ish, but the ace-jack doubleton is a little bit troublesome, being a tight suit. So maybe instead of opening one heart, how about one no trump? We'll look at that in a minute, but let's say it was a one no trump bid. Justification to follow soon. Over in the north hand, it would be a pass. Over in the east hand, 4 points a pass. In the south hand, with your 5, 4, 3, 1 and only 9 high card points, do you want to pass? A lot of people probably would. But Mel Colchamiro has come up with this rule of 2. There's so many rules, or guidelines. In this case, what he suggests is that if you have shortness in the pass-out seat after one no trump and 2 passes, oftentimes your partner has enough points to complement you to have half the points. After all, they're not doing invitation, so I doubt it's 17 points by one and 7 points by the other. Usually you're going to have around half the points. Each side will have around 20. If you lose sleep at night worrying if they have 17 and 7, then bridge may not be your game anyway. But if you think most of the time it makes sense to compete, you wouldn't do it with 15 to 17 or 18 points with a flat hand. But with shortness and shape, yes, you would. So if you have 2 short suit points, in other words, with a singleton, that's worth a couple points for shortness, meaning you do have shape in the other suits, you would bid. And in this case, you would bid 2 clubs with a king, queen, 10, 5. If you had 4 points, or if you had 18 points, you would bid just based upon the shortness. If you have 2 doubletons, that also is worth 2 short suit points. So just a tip that you may want to consider when you're in pass-out seat, there's one no trump and it comes around to you. If you have 15 points and it's balanced, pass. You'll set them probably. Don't come in with a balanced hand. But with a shapely hand, try to compete. Okay, next hand. Okay, once again on our last hand, we have West with a 5, 3, 3, 2. No longer has that friendly king of spades to give us the 16 points we liked so much before. Now we're back to about a 13, 14 point hand. And we're going to open one heart. To the north hand, it's a 4, 4, 3, 2. 4, 4 in the minors. King 3 times of spades, king 4th of diamonds, queen 4th of clubs, and a queen doubleton of hearts. No bid. In fact, it's kind of lousy, the fact that it's got an honor in each suit, isn't it? Okay, well, speaking of lousy, once again, East, poor East has got that 4, 4, 3, 2. To the south hand, here where the points are, so we have a 4, triple 3, flat pancake hand. It is ace king. There's where that king of spades went. 3 times in spades. 10, 9, 8. No 4 diamonds this time. King 10 4 times in clubs. And ace 10 3 times in hearts. So we have some working honors in spades, but no 5-card suit. So in the pass-out seat, I'd say rather than make a takeout double and have no roughing points, just bid one no trump. Yes, we'd like 2 stoppers, but ace 10 third I guess is the best we can do. Okay, back to East. You're in a free bid seat. Do not bid, please. You have no extras. And to the north hand. Well, you have 9 points. Do you want to invite to game? Your partner's bid one no trump? Aha! This north does. Back to south. Well, you've got an ace king working. The 10, 9, 8 may be of some help. A couple other side suit 10s. Sure, why not 3 no trump as it goes? So the opening lead, what would you want to lead with this holding? Well, you could lead the 10 from 10, 9, 8 of spades. You don't want to lead the diamond suit. The club suit, possibly, but there's only 3. But that heart suit, you've got 2 honors and connected 9, 8, 7. The fact that you have some re-entries into your hand, you might promote that heart suit even though the opponents obviously have some heart stoppers. So I would say, yes, go ahead and lead a heart. Now you might want the 4th best. It may look like it's the next to top of nothing or something. You may want the 9, the top of the interior sequence. There is no magic answer to that. This West goes ahead and leads the 9 of hearts. A low is played from the north hand with the queen doubleton, and the 10 does win from the south. And East plays the low from an odd number, showing they have an odd count. Okay, so once again, we're going to try promoting the clubs. So we play a club up to the queen. It holds. Good. We know not too many points are held by East. They did not make a response. We play a club back. The jack falls. That's nice. We play the king and the ace wins. And now our queen of hearts is looking kind of lonely, isn't it, with the king over here. So they smother it by playing the king. All right, they play a third heart. We win it with the ace, and we can play our two clubs, the 10 of clubs and the 7 of clubs. They both pitch spades. Okay. Well, we see we have 3-3 in spades, so not much is going to happen other than to play that suit and procrastinate. To the queen, back to our king. We win the ace. We play a diamond. We have 8 tricks. No, they win the ace, and they get the last 2 hearts to set us by 1. Okay, let's do a post-mortem. What about the lead? Lead was great. The only winners are hearts. You certainly wouldn't play the jack. So any of those hearts would good. Normally we would play either 4th best or the top of the interior sequence, whichever. And that's the opening lead that wins. Any of these others are losing leads. So what happened? What went wrong? Well, balancing seat bid, right? It could be a king less. And North went to 2 no trump with 9. Look at those honors. They're spread from here to kingdom come. And do you think that Queen Doubleton really is going to pull full weight after your right-hand opponent opened a heart? No, Queen third, yes. I think I might actually consider going 2 no trump. I wish I had some bitter intermediate values. We got 3-2, a 7-3-2, and a 4-3-2. I think it's pushing a little bit too much. Now, if you had a 4-card major and invitational values, there is a bid called the Range Inquiry Stamen. And at Bridgehands, in the main part of the website, not the blog where we have the video lessons, you could search for the Range Inquiry Stamen and find that you could make, if you had a 4-card major and requisite values, you could bid 2 clubs. Now, the balancing seat bidder, they may have 12 to 14. They may have more. They may have more like good 14, 15, or 16 points, in which case, if they had minimum, they would bid 2 diamonds without a 4-card major, 3 diamonds with a better hand and no 4-card major. How about that? Nice way to show both the high or low hands. And if you happen to have a 4-card major, you would, with minimum 12, 13, 14, you would bid 2 of the major. If you have a good 14, 14, 15, 16, then you would jump to 3 and so on. In this situation, though, they didn't have a 4-card major anyway. And with those spread honors, probably was a good time, if you think partners borrowing a king from you, just to pass. Well, bridge friends, we've reached that time again. I hope you enjoyed our lesson number 3 on advanced bidding. To recap, as an overcaller, when we have a 4-4-3-2, we have 3 tennises in the right-hand opponent suit, and a doubleton side suit. Even though we have opening values, we must pass and let our partner be the local hero. And as hero in the balancing seat, we borrow 3 high card points, i.e. about a king, from our partner. Now, overcaller, do not forget that your partner was a hero, quite possibly borrowing a king from you. If you punish your local hero, the story will probably not have a happy ending. And by now, you probably know my thoughts on Jack third side suit. Usually not worth a point. And today, we saw an instance where the opponents held Jack doubletons. Ace Jack tight in one instance, and others it was just Jack doubleton the other. And neither turned out to be worth a point. Now sure, valued jacks in partner's bid suit or with connected working honors, but otherwise try to downgrade a bit. In fact, we saw a situation where there was Queen Doubleton in the diamond in the last hand, and that queen wasn't worth anything either. Now we saw situations where opener with 5 hearts was ultimately end played to lefty with tennises at honors waiting in the shadows. Now when your partner cannot help, they've had a passed hand, try pitching a card in your long broken heart suit so you can exit with a card in the side suit. Recall the auction after 1 no trump opener, 2 clubs by the overcaller, then the responder's double is an artificial statement call, and your partner should alert that bit. And when declare has mirrored 2 and 3 card side suits with a 9 card trump suit, as we saw with hearts in this situation, we're oftentimes better to pull all the trump, then play out the 2 side suits with the winners. When you let the opponents get in, they must either give you a ruff and a sluff or finesse themselves, rather than try taking a finesse with 2 split honors. Now, after a 1 no trump opening bid and 2 passes, use Mel Colchamiro's rule of 2 guideline to compete. With 2 or more short suit points in any other number of points, you make a call, assuming that your side should also have around 20 playing points. Whereas if you do have maybe 15, 16, 17 points in a balanced hand, just pass. Go ahead and set them. Remember, side suit shortness should allow you to compete. Well, okay, I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. We covered a lot of materials. There's always more coming when it comes to competitive bidding. So until next session, have a great day playing bridge, and happy trails to you. Bye.